My name is Alyssa.
And I'm Emily.
And you're listening to Slash and Slay, a horror podcast. Hi, Emily.
Don't sound so excited.
Welcome to my home.
Thank you.
Welcome back to my home.
It's just as I remembered it.
Oh, good.
Except I do need to say, I see a picture in the frame I got you. It's beautiful.
Finally.
Gorgeous.
Finally. Complete.
Was it hard to fit in there?
I had to cut the
edges.
Just one edge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not even think about that.
So it's kind of like shell shaped. So
ooh,
it's super cute though.
Yeah, it is very cute. Very unique.
I like it.
Good. How's your day?
My day was pretty good. It rained all day.
It is a very gloomy, rainy day.
And I still sound sick. And I'm sorry, guys. I realized listening back to the last episode, all you heard was me.
I think it's just like a you thing because I didn't.
Okay.
You don't even sound different to me right now.
Really?
Mm-mm. Not that you sound like nasally all the time.
Not. I sound like I have snot in my nose constantly.
I think it's just whenever you have a head cold and it's all in your ears and your head.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
The sounds reverberate.
True.
All inside and jostle.
If some ears and nose doctors listening and they can hear it, I'm sorry.
I used to have a ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Yeah.
Looked like Alan Alda. Oh, wait, was that my glasses doctor?
Who's Alan Alda?
I think he was my glasses doctor, actually. No, it was ear, nose, and throat. He knows glasses. He looked like Alan Alda. He was in MASH. He started MASH. He kind of looked like, did you ever watch that?
Mm-hmm.
He was Hawkeye.
Okay.
He looked like that.
Oh.
And I was obsessed with MASH when I was little. And so I'd be like, I need to go to the eye doctor. Like, all the time. I need to go to the eye doctor.
That's funny.
I know.
Well, guys, it's a new week.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. We're not recording this on a Monday.
We're recording this on a Monday.
Have you had a good week?
So far?
Yeah.
Yeah. This weekend was not cursed like last weekend.
Oh, that's good. Did you do anything exciting?
Let's see. On Saturday, I just got a lot done.
That's good.
I went to dinner with my friend. Sunday, I went to church.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I thought I was in an A24 movie.
Why?
The first half of Sunday.
Why?
Because, so my friend calls me. We were going to go to church together, and she calls me and says none of her alarms woke her up, but pictures fell off her bookcase and woke her up. But they weren't like in frames or anything. They just fluttered down. And there was no breeze in her house. She doesn't have like central air. She has like a furnace thing and one air conditioner unit, but it's obviously not on. So there was no wind or anything. It just fell. And then when we got to church, we were there and we were like, what is that behind the band? And it was this like tweed cross that was all twisted around and it was kind of crooked. And it looked like we kept waiting for it to like combust into flames or like turn upside down. Cursed. Like, yeah, it looked cursed. It was so freaky. We were like, that needs to come down. It looks awful. It looks like something in the Bavitch or something. And then when we left church, we were going down to the coffee shop that is underneath the church. Mm-hmm. We were walking out.
Oh, I know what church you went
Yes.
to.
And there was somebody that also had a tweed something around their neck. And they were facing a corner. Their heads were in the corner. And they were holding their coffee cup like backwards behind their back. And then on the back, they had a sign that said free art. And I was literally like, what is going on? It was so weird.
Maybe it was their art. The cross was.
Maybe. I was like, that is so weird though.
That could be the start of a...
I know. And the paranormal circus is in town. I was like, it has to be this.
Yes, Emily texted me this week and said, the paranormal circus is in town. And I was like, been there, done that. Don't know if I can do it again.
That bad? That's spooky.
It wasn't...
Just chaotic, I feel like.
Yeah, it was chaotic. Mm-hmm. I went in the Dallas area, so I don't know if it would make a difference. I got chased by someone in a wheelchair.
Ooh.
Like an electric wheelchair.
Oh, gosh.
It was like, and then, whenever we get to like the big tent area, and you're trying to find your seat. Well, we went to the wrong side of the thing. and we were in the aisle, so we were trying to figure out where our seat was, because we got on one side and someone was in our seat, so we were confused, so we went to the other side. We're like, oh, maybe we got it wrong. And there was like this guy with like one of those like plates in his lip, you know? In the aisle, and he had like this thing, and he kept whipping people, and I got whipped.
Ow! Did it hurt?
In the ass.
Oh,
it was scary, and he was like yelling at us to get out of the aisle. I was like,
how are they allowed to do that?
I don't know.
Did you sign anything?
No. It didn't hurt.
Yeah, but that's so weird.
But I think him yelling at me hurt more.
Yeah.
Because I don't like being yelled at. And then we finally got to our seats. I made sure I was like on the inside so that if people came up the aisle,
you wouldn't kill anybody.
Get me. And then like the show was interesting and weird, you know, paranormal. But then I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I didn't know if I didn't even know if there was gonna be an intermission. I didn't know anything. I had to go to the bathroom so bad. This lady was swinging from her hair.
Oh,
and I was like, I can't, like, oh my gosh, I cannot. It was bad. I couldn't hold it. And so my friend was like, I'll go with you, because I was terrified too of leaving my seat.
Yeah,
and getting
yelled at and then pee yourself.
Yes. And there was this like hallway we had to go down to get back out to the main part, where they had like porta potty set up, and we went down the hallway, and it, like, cause there's stuff hanging, because people were like jumping out at you and stuff when we were walking to the big tent. And so I was terrified. So we were just like running down the hall. And I think because it was literally, and I didn't know this at the time, it was literally right before intermission.
Oh.
And so they weren't prepared for anyone coming down the hall. Well, we saw someone out of the corner for I see us and run, like trying to get us. And we were like, we said, we see you. We said, don't. And so I went to the bathroom. Didn't have to wait in line.
Okay, that's good.
Went back. Was also scared. We ran back. Got back in my seat, and then we didn't have to leave again.
For intermission,
because they were scaring people during intermission.
You made it.
And so I survived. Then they didn't scare anyone after, so after was fine.
They were off the clock.
They were over it, yeah. So
like,
was I.
Are y'all scared enough yet?
So it was an experience. It literally was, I went a month before COVID happened.
Oh, wow.
So
a
it was
big
the last social thing I experienced.
And that's why trauma.
I was traumatized a little.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you had really wanted to go, if you'd like pushed to go, I would have gone.
Is it gone now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't want to spend that money.
But you didn't push to go. So.
I didn't push.
I think, it was like $50. I don't know. It's expensive. I think it was like $40. Or it might have been less, but I'm sure it's
inflation
more now. Yeah.
It's literally in our mall's parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm good.
It was in the mall parking lot
in Dallas too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my paranormal circuit story.
Well, I won't have one.
You won't.
I just had a paranormal Sunday.
Yes.
And then I saw Boys in a Boat.
Is that a movie?
Mm-hmm. And then
that's it.
Tried that new sushi place. The
Which
one that's supposed to be all you can eat.
Where's that?
It's where Traditions used to be.
Okay. That's so weird. My mom was just asking me about that.
You can skip it.
Okay. Good to know.
Unless you really want to do all you can eat.
Right.
It's $31, and I don't think I eat enough to justify that. Unless you're eating like, I mean, you can even get hibachi in the all you can eat, which is crazy.
Oh, wow.
But I'm sure it's like this, you know.
Hibachi. We went to hibachi for New Year's Eve.
Yummy.
It was expensive.
It is.
Expensive.
But it's so good.
I didn't even eat that much.
It's a lot of food.
Anyways,
I love Asian food.
Me too.
I had Asian food twice yesterday.
Me too. Thai food's my absolute favorite.
I had Chiang Mai Thai yesterday. The soup, the tom yum soup, medium spice with tofu is my go-to right now.
My favorite's yellow curry. No spice.
Wah.
Because I got medium spice once and I almost died and I couldn't eat it. So now I just get no spice and I just enjoy it.
There you go.
You know?
It is a very flavorful. I think for me, the soup, the spice adds to the flavor of the soup. So that's why I would get it. Yeah. But I have had Thai food before where it's so spicy that like the spice has a flavor,
Yeah.
but and the food has a separate flavor,
Mm-hmm.
and the spice is just like hot,
Yeah.
and that's all you can taste. You know,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
I remember you gave me some noodles once. Do
Mm-hmm.
you remember this?
Mm-mm.
I was sick. I'd been sick or something, and you gave me some noodles, and they were spicy noodles.
Oh, really?
And I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, like clear up my sinuses. I was thinking like, I don't,
Was it
like,
that red package?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
my
didn't even know- I
sister
put,
bought
3
those.
drops in, and I thought I was going to die.
My sister had got that, and she was like, "Oh, give this to Alyssa. Like, have it." And I was like, "Okay." And then
Which
she
sister?
tried it. It was Kara's, of course. She loves
Kara's.
spicy stuff.
Kara's tried to kill me,
Yeah, and then she tried it, and they were crying.
and I
forgot that I gave that to you.
did not put very much
They put the whole thing.
paste in, mixed it up. It was like good, but
Ow.
I had one bite and like my mouth was on
Ouch.
fire.
I have done the hot ones challenge,
Really?
and I didn't even tear up.
Wow.
I can handle the spice.
You can handle your spicy girl.
In fact, I enjoy it.
Good.
Mm-hmm. It's because my friend used to when we would go to like mission trips or something and be on the bus, she'd be like, let's see how many Chester fries we can put in our mouth. And we'd be like and she'd just like we'd try to put so many Chester fries in our mouths. So that's how I got conditioned.
Yeah. I'm better.
You can do spice.
I can do
spice, but it's
I
just
like
not
spicy stuff.
But I understand yellow curry has a very good flavor and it doesn't really need spice.
Yeah. It almost takes away from it, I feel like.
Yeah.
So.
Well, good thing we talked about that for 12 minutes.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm glad to.
Well, we really haven't talked or caught up in a month, really.
No. We really didn't last week because we were on Zoom. And
Yeah.
I could barely speak. I felt like.
Yeah.
I'm better now.
We're better now. Should we talk about do you have any slash and slays?
I don't because I didn't finish any books this week.
So,
I kind of
reading.
I had started
week.
a new book and I
What was it?
haven't. It's called Don't Go to Sleep.
I would like to actually.
Please, can I? I read like a couple chapters and I don't know, I guess I didn't really get super into it. But I need to go back to it.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the time of day, the mood. Like, that's why I really try. I was talking to my friend Heather about this yesterday that, like, even I don't really, like, not finish books. Like, I don't usually just put them down and, like, I'm never going to read that again or just straight up give it away or anything like that. Like, even that book that you hated last week that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. I had to finish it.
Yeah, like, I still want to finish it because it's still, like, the act of reading that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I like the story or anything. Like, I could hate the book, but I'm still, like, I'm reading and I like to do this, you know? So, it's fine. Where was I going with that? What were we talking about?
Slash&Slays? Reading? The
book
that I
I was saying, yeah. I did finish one. But so we were talking about how we can't sleep, or I can't sleep now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you about one of my nightmares.
Oh, yay.
So I'm supposed to take these like sleeping pills that are supposed to get rid of my nightmares, but they're not sleeping pills. They're like muscle relaxers, basically. And I just don't, because I'm like, I don't want to take that.
Yeah.
So I just don't.
Too much.
Yeah. So I knew, like, every time I take melatonin, like, I know I'm about to go for the ride of my life.
Yeah.
And I knew I was going to regret this, but I took 2 anyway. So 6 milligrams.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to bed. And I was out, like a brick. And I had just the worst, like, every single worst, horrible thing you can imagine.
Happened?
Yes. First, it started off with, I got R-worded.
Those are the
Know.
worst.
It's awful. And then no one believed me. No one believed me. And then somebody who was supposed to be my best friend died. I don't know who they were, but they died. And then I was being followed by the police because I was trespassing on, like, private property at the school here that I've never even stepped foot onto. And then my car rolled, and then the police officer came into my car and he was like, I believe that you are R-word. I believe you. And then he started coming on to me. And then I got out of the car and then he shot me in the leg.
This is like everything
horrible
that could ever happen.
Yeah. And I don't remember what else. I think I just woke up then.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Melatonin really
hates me.
I've heard, like, I don't think I've had nightmares on melatonin, but I heard a lot of people do have nightmares on melatonin.
I just don't even call them nightmares anymore because it's just like anxiety dreams. But I
that
always
is-
have those
that's a
all the
nightmare.
time.
Everything that you
But
just said.
But even then, it's not like, oh, I wake up scared. I wake up because I have them every night, like anxiety dreams like that. Usually not like to that extent, but I have very anxious dreams every single night that when I wake up, I'm like, all right. But like this one, I was like, dang, everything really, like
Yeah.
all in one, triple whammy.
Oops.
So I slash my dream, my melatonin dream.
Yes, you slash it. I slash it too.
Thank you.
It
was horrible. But then the next night I took only one melatonin.
Well, good.
And I don't think anybody died.
Good.
Which was nice.
That's good.
I know. But I do have a Slash&Slay. Slash&Slay.
A Slash&Slay?
Actually, I have two.
Oh, okay.
I rewatched The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, for the first time. I've only watched it once, and then I rewatched it, and it was so good and fun. And
the OG, right?
No, the one.
Oh, the newer one.
Oh no, there's three, I think. There was one that was older before the John Carpenter one.
Right. Okay.
So the John Carpenter one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The one with Kurt Russell.
Yep.
And I love it. It's so good. Like it's so like everybody is such caricatures. I just love a good it's almost like a whodunit, but like on steroids.
Yeah.
And everything's bleeding and slimy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so weird to see because I have a husky who's a fourth wolf.
Yeah.
And all those dogs, like none of them looked like her, but they all acted exactly the same, which is so funny. And like y'all have the same mannerisms, like the wolfy
vibes.
Yeah. And so we're always like, Luna's the thing. So obviously I slay that. Slay. And then I started Black Winter. Is that what it's called? The Black Winter series by Darcy Coates. And I finished the first one, which is Voices in the Snow.
Voices in the Snow.
Now, I don't know how you feel about the plot, as in the big plot overall.
Right. What are your thoughts on the big plot overall? I say spoilers. So
spoilers.
Skip ahead if you don't want spoilers for this series.
Yes, which I highly suggest reading it.
Yeah. Were you expecting, like, what did you think was going on?
I did not think it would be supernatural in a way. I mean, it's not supernatural, but I didn't think there were going to be monsters. Yeah. And I didn't think it'd be to that extent. I wish it would have been more of like, it just seems so unrealistic at this point where you're like, not that all the apocalypse is realistic, but say for example Bird Box I recently read, they don't go into details about the creature, so it's scary because you have no idea what they look like. You have no idea about any of that. So I liked the element of the unknown, and I think it was scary enough being like, ooh, I don't know if this guy's like cool or not. Right. And then like when I was like, oh, what is the apocalypse, like what happened? Then I was like, they're monsters.
Yeah. So it's basically like people that have, I'm trying to say without giving away what I do know. Okay. People that
I like
it
more,
there was like
maybe?
a silent I think maybe with an explanation.
I mean, we're getting bits and pieces.
Yeah, because it is like I mean, it's zombie-esque. People turn. There was like something about the air tasted bad. You learn, and like
then they turn into these hollows
and big cities and stuff. This happened mostly in big cities.
It kind of I kind of imagine the Barbarian Mom a little bit. Yeah.
And all the one thing I do kind of like is the fact that every creature is different.
Oh yeah, they have some weird.
Yeah, they all have weird, different deformities.
It reminded me of the Thing monster too, because it was like 8 fingers on one. I'm like, dang.
And it's pretty gross too. It's grosser than zombies to me.
Oh yeah, because you're like, what the heck is that? And they're like really hard to kill.
Yes.
I'm like,
which
be for
annoys
real.
Me.
I know.
That part annoying me is how hard they are to kill.
Yes.
I'm like, y'all got to figure out another way.
Because, and also, so in the second one that I'm reading now, Doran, so there's Doran and Claire, okay? Doran is like, do not step foot out of the room. Do you hear me? Okay? And then now he's like, 4 hours is not that far to
Yeah.
drive. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah. And we can go to the sled. We can get the sled. We can
Yeah.
take anything you want. I can make a car.
Yeah.
I can do it. And he's like, anything for you?
Right.
And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, 1 second ago, you were literally like, I'll watch you go to the bathroom. Like,
Like you were not to even look outside.
yes.
Too
like,
dangerous.
literally. And now he's like, yeah, let's go.
He's like, let's go. Yeah, it was a little bit of a major character shift for him to be so on board.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
They didn't really have any other choice.
and they're going for her sister.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry, sissies. Y'all go. No, I'm kidding. But that was another, like,
4 hours is a long way.
she said we only have to go 4 hours. But then she said 4 hours there, 4 hours back. And I was like, wait, 8 hours? Wait a minute.
Like, y'all pushing it.
Is that when he's saying like, okay, we can go, he's also like, we know them a little better now. I'm like, no, you don't. Y'all
really
just
don't.
fought with them literally outside and y'all had to run for your lives.
Yeah.
And one of them grabbed you still
Yeah.
and dragged you through barbed wire. Like, you actually don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
Still.
They are not.
I think
like,
fire's the only way.
fire and, well.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I'm not. And just like beating them with a bat, but then they're like,
Maybe not dead.
right.
And then one of them got sawed in half and then started like growing back together.
Yes.
That was so weird.
It's like rehealing.
Yeah. The thing that really just makes it for me, and I'll just love these books forever, is Doran. He's so sweet. You didn't tell me about that.
Well,
Because I don't like romance. I love high stake romance.
Mhm.
Like high stake, like Hunger Games.
this is very high stake.
This is very high stake. And that's when I'm like, yes, I love it. And because then you can accept like the very quick falling in love. Because that's
Right.
what I have problems
Yeah.
with in regular romances, where I'm like,
Y'all
y'all went to the bar and y'all are in love.
Yeah.
For real. Like, calm down. You know what I mean? And this person's like, you're the last person on this whole world and it just so happened to be the perfect person for me and I love you. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, I know you've known each other for 14 days.
But it makes sense because
Yeah.
like we had to save each other's lives. Yes, and I love strangers like forced together in a situation and developing some sort of relationship, even if it's just like a friendship, a really strong bond.
Yeah.
I love trauma bonding.
Yes, they are definitely.
We trauma bonded. That's how we kind of met.
Oh, yeah.
Through trauma bonding.
More than you know. Very. Yeah. It's true.
So
Bless you.
sorry, dang. What was I gonna say about that? Oh, I was telling you it was spoiled for me because I was trying to figure out the books. I was at Barnes and Noble. I was trying to figure out. I was like, okay,
This one's
this is a
first.
series because it doesn't really make it doesn't have like numbers on it, like 1, 2, 3
Okay.
on the
book.
on the
yeah.
regular books. Yeah. So I was trying to figure it out. So I was like, okay, this seems like this would be the first one. Obviously, the voices in the snow. So I picked up another one and read the back, and it said like, Claire, this is for the second one. It was like, Claire and Doran have made it through the something or whatever and are fortifying the manor. And I was like, okay,
So
he's clearly fine. Like,
Yeah, he's
so
not.
I never questioned whether he was good. I knew he was good the whole time. And I was mad because I was like, I think the whole point of it is
Of the
like the
first book
mystery
is-
of like, who is this guy? Is he good? Is he bad? But the whole time knowing, like reading it, already knowing that he was good and that they were gonna
I bet it was boring.
work out. It was not boring, but I didn't get that like, you know,
Because it was like
that same
up until
feeling that you had.
up until the very last one.
Mhm.
Spoilers: his mom comes back as an arachnid.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's a mommy's boy. Like, he's been doing this the whole time because he was gone. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he was in on it, but then he wasn't. And I was
He
like,
wasn't.
yay!
We love him.
I love him so much. If he dies, I will not be continuing to read ever again. But actually, we're really good at not spoiling it because whenever I didn't even ask you, I was just like, I really hope Doran's not bad or something like that. I was like, I'll jump off a building if he's bad. I was being very dramatic. And you were like, oh, what'd you say? You were like, what part are you on? Like you changed the subject or something kind of. And I was like, dang it, he's bad. Because like I thought that like that's what I would have said if he was bad.
Wait, what part are you on?
So yeah, you were good at doing
Good.
that. Yeah.
Good.
I was like, great, he's bad. But I slay it for Dorn.
Slay. I can't wait for you to keep reading.
Yeah, I'm sure once you get into the world, that's why I do like horror, because I do like fantasy, but I just can't with like the extreme world building. I can't do it.
I can't either.
So with horror, they drop you in. They're like, this is a monster.
And a lot of
it.
it's based off like a world you already know. That helps.
And we only have to accept the hollows, which
Right.
I'm going to. I'll accept
Yeah,
them.
because I watch a lot of zombie stuff. So for me, it's just kind of
Different zombies.
Yeah, just a type of zombie.
Yeah.
But,
I slay.
Yes, I'll keep reading, and it's weird because I haven't read a series in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember the last series I read. Like first, I think Twilight, but I had already read that, so I miss it. I miss it.
Yeah, I have a problem with continuing series right after.
Mm-hmm.
So I forced myself because I did want to read it, and I was like, start the book right now. So I'm going to. But yeah, I mean, there's not that many like adult series that I'm very interested in, so
yeah, I literally would get done with the book, and I would only buy one at a time because it was like, maybe I'll just want to take like a little break or something, and immediately the next day I would finish a book. I would have my husband go get the other the next one. I would send him a picture of it and be like, it's this, and he would go by and go pick
my
it
book
up.
runner boy. Oh, that's funny. Is that why there's no fourth one at Barnes & Noble?
Probably. Honestly,
I bought them all on my Kindle though because they were like $4. So
okay. Well, I have them all here, so if you want to borrow them.
thank you. I wanted the first one so bad, but I hated the cover. I was like, it's scary. I don't like it. But anyway, slay. So I know it's a little late into January.
Mm-hmm.
February is almost upon us.
It is.
It's crazy. Somebody has a birthday going up pretty soon.
Who could it be? That is.
It's Alyssa.
It's me.
But I still feel like people are getting in the groove of their resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
I am as well. Their ins and their outs, if you will, as the girlies say. And I think we should do some ins and outs horror edition.
Okay.
Because we try to do everything horror edition here.
Yes. Because we are a horror podcast.
We sure are. So I made a list of some ins and outs.
I did too.
Do you want to read them together?
Yes.
Okay, let me find mine. Should we go back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Here's my first in.
Okay.
Good romance. Because of Darcy. Miss Darcy Coates.
Yes, adding good romance into horror.
Good romance to horror because that just makes the stakes higher.
Yeah.
Makes it more scary. Makes it more appealing to everybody. Everybody loves love.
Yeah.
And not just that, lusty teenager romance. I want like sweet romance.
Mm-hmm.
That's in.
Yes. In.
Out is talking about women's nipples. It's out, Steven. Mr. King, it is out.
Quit it. Quit
I'm
with
sick
the
of
nipple
it.
talk.
And I'm pretty sure y'all have never seen a woman's nipples if y'all talk about them that way.
I don't know how they point. Nipples do not point. I mean, like, point in directions.
No.
Like, they don't, like, say, hey, look over there. Like, they don't do that.
Or ache like that. Like, I don't understand. Why are they always aching? Okay.
Nipples don't ache. Mine don't ache.
Mine don't ache. Sorry.
Sorry.
What's yours in and outs? Another in and out.
One of my horror ins is practical effects.
Mine too.
Really? You have
my next one
effects?
was practical effects.
Oh wow. I just we just need to get back to it. It's so much better.
It creates jobs.
Yes, and it's more realistic looking. It always will be. And so with that, my horror out is CGI monsters.
Yes. Get them out of here.
With the CGI. It looks so fake. It's not scary.
Yeah, no, it's not scary. I also feel like with practical effects, it's not that it's not scary, but it's more like, wow, that's crazy that they did that. Like I kind of like think about that.
Yeah, if it's not scary to you,
and so I can just really enjoy it.
You can enjoy the artistry of it. I'm not saying CGI is an artistry, because it is.
It is, yes.
In a digital form, but it just is not realistic. Like, I'll always compare the two It movies, okay? Tim Curry's It was just, he was a clown. He was a clown, and that's how it's
scary
described
enough.
in the book. And he had, like, the teeth he would have sometimes. You know, yeah, maybe they could have done a little bit more. But with Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise, he could have just done it on his own. He didn't have to, like, CGI his giant head. I mean, I know some of it was real, but a lot of it was, like...
And the weird stuff happening to his body. And you're like...
It just was too much. I love the It movies, but I didn't find a lot of it scary because it was
so silly,
very like just goofy.
Yeah,
and I remember being genuinely scared of Tim Curry's It, and I was only in like 8th grade, so like
that would be scary. Yeah,
it's not like I was like a little kid when I saw it,
and you were still scared.
And I was still scared. So
Tim Curry,
that's what I say.
That's
out. What I
CGI
say.
monsters are out. I also think it's like yes, it is an art form. But if you also think about, like, say, for example, the Marvel movies that are coming out now, and the CGI is so awful because they're not getting enough time, they're not getting enough money, they're not getting enough all of that. So I think if everybody as a group is like, we're going to either really prioritize honing it, I don't know, like, you just can't half do either one.
Right.
And I think that's what they're doing, so that's the problem. So just popping out CGI movies, either make really good ones or make it practical and take your time.
Yeah, just stop it. Like, they ruined Ant-Man.
It was really bad. Really bad.
So bad.
So my in was also practical effects, and my out, creepy kids. I need a year off from creepy kids. Not that they can never come back again,
right?
But I'm gonna need a year off from creepy kids. Please.
Some time away.
We need some time apart so we can grow fond. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah. Do you count like Megan as like a creepy kid, even though she's a robot?
No.
Okay.
She's a doll.
Yeah.
Creepy kids are like that new movie Imaginary that's coming out. Like, I don't want that. Have you seen that? It's like a haunted doll and little bear, and the kid is like, my imaginary friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want the exorcist believer.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of creepy, like, it's just like stuff to do with kids. It's very overplayed.
Yeah, I need a break. I think it's almost cheap at this point because you're like, kid, put some creepy music behind it. Scary. Okay.
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Another horror in for me is horror that makes fun of horror. Really smartly. Like, we need another, like, Cabin in the Woods type movie. Did you ever end up seeing that?
Some of it.
Some of it? Not all of it?
No.
How?
I don't remember what I was doing. Were we together?
No.
Oh, I think I was in a hotel and I was like watching something and then I had to leave.
Well, you need to watch all of it.
I know.
So yeah, that's my in. I just want to see like more, and not like in the, trying to, because to me that didn't try too hard to be like, I'm clearly making fun of horror. Like, maybe screamed it a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I just need some more smart, like, introspective, like,
reflection.
Yes.
Comic reflection.
Yes.
On the genre. Okay.
Yes. And horror out. Dropping their weapons after one hit.
Yes.
My gosh.
They're grown fresh.
Yes.
Every time.
It's just like, let me hit you on the head and then I'm going to drop my weapon and run away.
You know who invented that? Miss Laurie Strode.
It's annoying and it's not practical
Mm-mm.
and you need to beat them till they're dead.
Yes. And
Like,
run. Don't sit there with
sure they're dead, because they're going to keep coming after you.
Don't let them fester.
It's so annoying.
Yes, I agree. That's out. My in. Girly girls surviving.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to survive because it's always the I'm different than everybody girl who survives.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
A little bit of a pick me.
Yeah. The girlies can survive too.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. I think we need like a beautiful pink goddess to win.
Yes.
She needs a win.
Like an Elle Woods in horror.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
My out is making references to other horror movies every 2 seconds. Specifically in books too. I tried to read Stephen Graham Jones' My Heart is a Chainsaw series. And I was like, okay, you literally just listed 5 different horror movies. Like, I get it. I enjoy it sparingly, being like in
sprinkle.
Head Full of Ghosts, when she was like, much like The Exorcist, this. And you're like, okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but
she was, like,
not
doing,
like
wasn't she like writing
she was like writing something and using it as reference. But then like in that other book, it was like, oh, I feel just like Laurie Strode right now. And I can't believe that my Nev Campbell best friend, like, it was like everything. And I was like,
so annoying.
Stop. I obviously have seen those movies or know of them because I'm reading this book.
Yeah.
And you just said that you like horror movies. So, okay, let's move on.
Like, I would
I
assume
understand
that you know about Halloween. And
yes. So get over it. Shut up.
It's a very good one. A horror in for me is more strings.
More strings?
Strings. Like a good soundtrack.
Oh.
Strings.
I was like, I got no strings to hold me down. Pinocchio, anti-Pinocchio.
Yes. I need more good horror soundtracks.
Okay. What about a good synth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like John Carpenter.
Mm-hmm. I just need some more.
Better.
Yeah. Some more
I'm trying to think
classic.
Because nothing from the last year, I'm like, wow, that soundtrack is memorable.
Right.
No.
And then my horror out is the husband not believing the wife.
Ugh.
I'm sick of it.
We are sick of it.
I'm sick of it. My husband would believe me.
I know he would.
He would. And I think a lot of husbands would believe their wives if they truly love their wife, respect their wife. And if they, they have any sort of sense, because they know their wife is smart. It's just like, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Even Doran, bring it back to him. At least he wasn't like, you are wrong, like the whole time, being like, you're crazy. He was still like, okay.
He was very practical about it.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him because
he also didn't know her.
They didn't know each other.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't her wife.
But then, like,
he wasn't her husband. So.
Literally, now he's like, I'll believe anything. Even
Yes.
if you tell him. Yeah.
Literally,
He was like, I'll believe you.
He's like, I do not doubt you, because he never, she never made him, there's no reason. So.
Now, I will say, in opposition to that, the wives stop believing the husbands, okay? They're always the bad guys. They're always the bad ones. Yes. Don't believe them, okay?
Don't believe your husband. But husbands believe your wives.
Yes.
It's very true.
In the horror trope, okay? In the horror canon.
In horror.
Was that your out?
That was my out.
Okay. My in. Actually, cute clothes. Please. Please.
Yeah.
Can we have some cute clothes? I'm trying to like, everything is just so ugly. Mm-hmm. Not that it's not like I don't want trendy clothes. I just want some clothes that I'm like, cute outfit.
Right.
Like, all other movies are
while
like
you're
that.
trying to survive. Like, it's fine.
Like, what? Why were you wearing that?
Mm-hmm. Like, you think there's like too much flannel or what?
Well, my out is the grimy gray tank top that every finer has. So that's what I mean. Get it out of here.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Your boobs look great. Now let's put on something else.
Yeah.
I do like the Scream outfits. All the outfits in Scream are good. So like, why can't we dress like that?
Right.
Even in the old Scream, like trendy, cute,
Right.
love all the outfits. In these, trendy, cute, love all the outfits. They reflect the times. But like in Talk to Me, they're wearing like black cargo pants. Maybe that's what they wear in Australia. I don't know. Black cargo pants, black tank top. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. That's a look, but
Are they trying to go like minimalistic or what?
I don't know. I just want cute clothes. Is that too much to ask?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And your out was the
The grimy gray tank
Grimy
top
shirt
that every final
tank
girl
top.
has. Yeah.
an in for me, more cannibalism. Do you have that on yours?
No.
Oh. You're looking at me like,
Because I was thinking about Sebastian Stan.
oh, yeah. We just need more cannibalism movies because it's so scary.
Yeah.
It's such like it's a fear of mine, I think,
Mm-hmm.
of being eaten. And I think that there's a lot you can do with it. There's different like levels
Circumstances
of it.
too.
Yes. And I think, like in Fresh, it was different. And then there's like a movie called, what's it called? It's something green something. And it's like they're being like eaten in a jungle,
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So there's like there's like a spectrum.
Yeah.
And you can like
So for survival.
Yes. Work in there, so.
Yeah. I like that.
Yes.
I wish they would make a movie out of Moon of the Crusted Snow.
Mm-hmm.
There's some cannibalism in that.
Yes.
So you might like that too. What's your out?
Oh. When they try to escape too early.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which I've said this before.
Mm-hmm.
Like
in Fresh, she tried way too early.
Yes. You need to play them like a fiddle.
The long game.
And
They're
you
narcissists.
You do. You might have to go through some things that are not, you don't want to go through.
You want to die?
But
Or
if you want to survive, you need to really build their trust. And I think people try to escape way too early when it's too obvious. When it's like, oh, they're holding me. Let me just pull out and run. Like 2 feet. Like you're not going to make it.
No.
They're clearly faster and stronger than you. So you got to be smarter.
Mm-hmm.
Use your brain.
Exactly. Which she eventually did in Fresh.
She did.
But
she eventually played the long game.
Yes.
But when she tried to early escape,
she lost her
didn't make it.
booty.
She lost her booty.
Her booty gone.
For like literally.
Literally lost her booty. Okay, here's an in. Soft and sweet boys that don't die and don't actually end up being the killer. I want a nice, soft, sweet boy that's, he's not like the underdog. He's just nice and like, he doesn't die. He's not the killer.
Mm-hmm.
He's just there and it's okay.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Like we need more pitas.
We need more pitas. We need more,
pitas.
what was that one guy? We do need more pitas. My out is overly unique kills that would never happen. So I like a really cool kill every now and then. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Like that would never happen, but that's cool.
Yeah.
But if it's every single kill in the whole movie, I'm like, okay. Did y'all just sit around all day and think of weird ways to die?
Mm-hmm.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Done.
Good. So one of my ends is the resurgence of apocalyptic / dystopian worlds.
Yes. Woo!
We need to get back to Hunger Games eras.
Please.
And there's a story out there. It's not Hunger Games. It doesn't have to be like Hunger Games.
But it does.
But it does. It has to have the same exact.
Want us as a society to lose our minds again like we did.
Yes, please.
Please. What's something that we've lost our minds over in the last decade besides the Hunger Games?
I'm sure there's something.
I mean, like Barbie and Oppenheimer, but that was more of a concept, not even the actual product.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
See? It's like Harry Potter was over, Hunger Games over, Twilight's over.
I mean, there's a little bit of a resurgence with Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes,
Yes.
but it's not
It
like
was
a lasting
short-lived.
thing.
Short-lived.
Yeah.
I think we should redo all the Divergents. Try again. Let's try those again.
Yeah, I liked the first one, but
I never watched the movies, but I just like heard
the book.
horrible things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. I read all the books, but it wasn't the same.
No.
It came after Hunger Games, and it was like trying
To be Hunger
to
Games.
get into it. Like, also Maze Runner, like first Maze Runner.
I didn't read those.
I loved it, but then it gets, I don't know.
I do need like apocalypse dystopian. That's just, I don't know, that the Hunger Games is so iconic because you're like, everybody is a little Katniss, everyone's a little Peeta, everyone's a little Gale. You know, you relate to all of those people, and you could see yourself in that situation. You can see your family in that situation. What would happen?
Yeah.
In the other ones, they're very like even Divergent. You're like, okay, like would that really happen?
I would not choose to be dauntless.
No, would that happen?
To me,
No.
I was like, when I read that, I was like, I would never choose that.
That's why I really like the Moon of the Crusted Snow series, because it's so quiet, like quiet, apocalyptic, and I don't know, you could see yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
Same with Bird Box, like it just happens all of a sudden. Even, I mean, this one is a little bit more like, okay, the Black Winter series, you're still like,
oh yeah,
okay, I don't know if that would happen, but whatever.
Right.
You can still be like, oh my gosh, what would I do?
Right.
We need something like that.
We do.
That's in. Somebody please write the next Hunger Games.
Please.
What if it's out there?
Probably not going to be me.
You can do it.
No, it's not like my forte.
Yeah.
I'm like Black Mirror. I don't know why. I'm just like really like writing the horrors of technology.
Because you're suspicious of it.
I'm suspicious, but I love it.
I love it, but I hate it.
I didn't have another out.
Okay, I actually have 4 more of each.
Dang.
Sorry. I got on a tirade. I was like, this is out.
Well, let's discuss. Let's see if I agree.
In is rewatching. I think it's important to rewatch the classics, but also if I see something I'm like, I don't know about that, I think I need to give it another chance too. So do some rewatching.
I love rewatching.
Rewatching. Out, Evil Dogs. Same with Evil Kids. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Why would you do that to a dog?
Yeah, exactly. We like them. And killing dogs. I'm tired of that.
Yeah, none of that.
And female authors and directors, obviously. It's time. Like, this is so male dominated.
Yeah.
Let us in. Out is a Jennifer's Body remake. Don't do it.
Are they trying to?
Yes.
Why?
If they're going to do it, Megan Fox can still play Jennifer.
Oh, 100%.
I will believe that she's still 16.
Same.
Okay? That's fine. In broadening the genre in order to create more niches. So I think we need to expand on what horror means and what horror can be.
Yeah.
So that we can make more specific niches that appeal to everybody.
I agree with that.
Yeah, like, okay, I didn't know I liked horror romance until I read this book. And like horror, romance, apocalypse, like all of that little stuff that came together because it was so unique and spans genres to create something that I really like and enjoy.
That's honestly why I really like Rachel Harrison. Because
close personal friend.
My close personal friend. Because her books they do really expand. They're very modern in that they're I don't know, they like take a certain trope, in a sense, character like werewolf, and they bring it, she brings it into like the modern world,
like Chandler Baker too.
Yeah, like Chandler Baker. And I really like, it's like it's kind of like a soft girl horror a little bit.
I like that.
And
that
it's
can be our
different. I really
genre.
like it. Huh?
That can be our genre. I kind of like that.
Soft girl horror?
Soft girl horror. That's kind of cute. No, yeah, because it's like, even with like cutting teeth, or Big Bad Chandler Baker, it's like there's more than just something scary happening. And it is like contemporary fiction that's chewable and also relatable in a lot of ways, and it is kind of like for the girls, because we don't really like, not that we don't like the horror and gore and everything like that, but it's like we just need something
like
more,
a subtlety that is really smart, that I think is just less like Human Centipede, like
exactly.
let's sew people's mouths to other people's butts, like
cool,
okay, let's talk about this thing over here that actually matters.
No, I mean, there's a time and place for that, but that's what I'm saying, like let's expand the genre to include more things and not say like, oh, that's not horror because it's more focusing on this, like no, like it can still be horror. Anyway, that's what my out is, generalizing horror. That was my out to go with it.
Good.
My last one, in beginner horror movies, I think we need more of them. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, that's a beginner. Megan, that's a beginner.
I would agree.
I think things like that
and
are
they need
good
to be like
palate cleansers,
not
almost
labeled beginner horror, but kind of labeled
marketed
beginner horror.
Marketed
like,
beginner horror. PG-13.
You don't need to love horror movies. You don't need to
be a scaredy cat.
Be like, oh, I hate stuff that's like just so visually like in your face. Like a lot of people don't like that. That's why they won't expand to the horror world, because they think horror is just scary images, just that's all it is.
Exactly. Jump scare, scary images. No, that's what I think we need more of those. My last out is people trying to get me to watch Hereditary. I will not do it anymore. People keep trying to get me to rewatch it, and I do not want to. The end.
You did say rewatching was in there though,
except for that one. But it's an out, so
it's an out. Hereditary is out.
It's out.
I haven't rewatched it since the one time I watched it.
Do you want to rewatch it?
No, I really
exactly.
Don't,
that's
honestly.
What I thought. That's what I thought. I'm telling you.
That's what
I was living an A24 movie yesterday, so I'm good. We do really need to see that new zombie movie coming out, because we did a freaking zombie Valentine's episode. And now there's a zombie Valentine's movie coming out.
What?
Haven't you seen it? It has Cole Sprouse in it. It has, I think it's the girl from Stranger Things. I don't know. And it's called like Lisa Frankenstein or something.
Oh, the Frankenstein. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I didn't realize that was like a zombie. I thought it was like Frankenstein.
Well, he like comes back from the dead, right? What's it called?
I thought it was like a modern day Frankenstein.
I guess. I don't know.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, she reanimates it. Okay, you're right. But it's still cute.
Yeah.
Zelda Williams is the director. It's coming out on my sister's birthday. That's not the girl from Hunger Games. I was wrong. Where's she from? She's from Freaky. Oh, and she's in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Okay. She's the daughter.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look so cute?
It does look cute. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, we need to see it for Galentine's Day.
Galentine's Day.
And we can do an episode on it.
Yes.
It kind of fits our vibe of last year.
Yeah. We should do another a romance horror.
Yes.
We definitely should.
What else we got for today?
Well,
what else are we gonna do?
Those are horrors ins and outs.
Those are horrors ins and outs for the year.
You guys can let us know if you agree with those. What yours are.
Tell us if ours were controversial.
Yeah.
I want to stir the pot.
Stir the pot.
Stir up the pot. Stir up the pot. Speaking of noodles, I posted something for my job today, and it was somebody doing carbonara ramen. Which I'm like, okay, cool. Like I probably want to eat it, but awesome. And somebody commented and said, "You found a new talent. Hide it." And I was like, that's so mean. Like, what? I was like, oh. I just replied and was like, keeping things fun in the kitchen. It was so funny.
Wait, you didn't make the video?
No.
Okay.
I just posted it.
That's funny.
I know.
People on TikTok are so creative. That's one of the comments. Like, it's like a really backhanded comment. Like, if
You're
on
so
cooking,
creative.
it would be like, everyone on TikTok is so creative. It's literally just a backhanded comment.
Yeah.
Like, this is horrible.
That is too creative. Yeah. There's
or
such a
like,
thing.
that's definitely
That's an
food.
idea.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I keep getting people like singing a song that they like wrote.
Oh.
That's like really bad.
Yeah.
And so I go to the comments because immediately I'm like, I'm never comment on.
No.
I would never in my life, does not matter my opinion, take the time to comment on someone's video and be like, you suck at singing.
Oh no.
Like, and never in my life would that even occur to me.
No.
But I will read the comments.
But for the other people that are bold.
For the other people who apparently think it's nice to do.
Yeah.
But people will always be like, that's definitely a song. Like, you know.
Oh yeah. And they'll be like, you sang.
Yeah. Like, wow, girl, you
opened your mouth.
have a voice.
Yeah. It's so mean. But it's not really. You're just like stating facts.
I mean, honestly,
it is mean though.
It's
Whatever.
mean, but
They could say meaner.
Sometimes they could say meaner things, and they do. But also, it's like they're just having fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's when people are like, yes, I'm a very good singer and good songwriter, and it's like sometimes a reality check is good for people.
Sometimes
Just
you
like
need to be bullied a little.
A little bit. Just like on, like, American Idol, when they used
Yes.
to air people's bad auditions.
Mm-hmm.
As someone we know who
someone
we know who was on it.
Yes.
Their bad audition.
Yes, maybe they're scripted and maybe they're rigged.
Yeah. But
But
it was just like, some people just needed to know, hey, like, it's okay that you don't make a career out of this.
Yeah,
Like, you
it's okay,
can
it's a hobby.
sing and make your music and all that stuff, and it doesn't have to be a career.
yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay.
Anyway, I don't know how I got
Mm.
on that, but
Oh, here's another sidebar.
mm-hmm.
You know those MLM people that I keep running into?
Yes.
Another one. There's a fourth one I've run
There
into.
should be a horror movie about MLMs.
Yes. Did I tell you? So we met that couple at Barnes & Noble.
Idea now.
And then there's
An
someone
idea
at
is brewing.
Target. Write it down. And then the girl from the first time met me again
Mm-hmm.
and pretend like she had no idea who I was. But I was like, I already
Girl.
met you. You have my phone number. Weird. So my friend and I, when we went to dinner, we were like, we're going to deep dive into these people. They literally got engaged at one of the seminars, I think. Like, she took a picture of her ring and there was outdoor carpet behind her. Like, that is awful. They were on a little rickety stage, like a little pop-up stage. And then we got to the guy's Instagram, her husband. And he wrote the song. That was so bad. It was horrible. It was literally like, I'm going to wait on the couch for you. For you to come home. And it was like, it was for his sister. And I was like, I thought she like died or something. But she just like is in the Marines or something. And I was like, wow, this is really a song. This is a song. What's their company?
Yeah.
You know those things, you can't figure it out. You don't know.
Right.
They haven't posted since 2021. Like, you know, everything's so sketchy.
That is, and I think that would be a great little softcore horror about an
would be a good
MLM.
Let's do a short story. Let's write a
yeah.
short story together. That'd
We
be
should.
fun.
We should write a short story. I love writing short stories. I have so many ideas for short stories, and then they become long
Too much.
stories.
Yeah.
But I had one that I had written. Oh, I haven't finished it, but I have like the whole idea like ready to go. But you know what we should do? This might help motivate both of us.
Okay.
We should we should have an episode where we have to write short stories and like read them on the podcast.
Maybe we can get prompts
from
our listeners.
Ooh, that's smart.
Y'all better make good ones, because I swear if y'all are like a pickle's evil or something, like,
right.
I'm not doing that.
I actually wrote a story about a pickle being evil.
Stop.
It's one of my very first stories I ever wrote.
Really? Did you end it with, and then I woke up?
I woke up as all a dream.
That's how I'm hoping this book series ends. And then I woke up.
What if it did?
If it did, I'll be like, I really hope Doran's right next to her.
It was like Doran was just a figment of my imagination.
He's just so like Edward. He's just so Spirit of Christmas coded. He's so...
That's the best movie.
That movie's so good. We have to watch it next.
We have to. I didn't.
We should dress up like Christine Daae, all of us.
Yes. I can't believe that we never spoke
How
about
have we
that movie.
never talked about this?
When I'm telling you, me and Nadine literally watched it
3
like
times.
3 times one
It's
Christmas.
so good.
It's so good.
There's something about that man being a ghost.
Something about it.
Something about it.
From the Civil War. Or wherever he's from.
Ooh. And that realtor lady.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's a little horror. That's why you like it.
Yeah, maybe so.
It's a little scary.
It's like a little like
Little like
little
ooh.
ghosties.
Yeah, a little paranormal.
Well,
Anyway,
I
that was
guess-
fun.
I guess we'll talk at you next week.
Talk at ya.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at /SlayPod.
TikTok, it's slashandslaypod that we actually need to post on.
I've never posted on TikTok ever.
We have.
Not this year.
No. I think once we start getting episodes out, it really does force us to be on Instagram and stuff.
It does.
And it's back in my head. So
Yeah.
we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And our Facebook too. We have Slash&Slay page on Facebook.
Yeah.
Which is fun. And yeah, I guess we'll be asking for horror prompts soon.
I guess so.
So keep an eye out on that if you want to give us something to write about.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
One of us is a wonderful writer, and the other one is really good at editing academic papers.
Oh.
And that would be me.
I feel like you are a good writer.
Thank you. I'm out of practice a little.
I kind of am too, honestly.
It's okay.
So
It's
that'd be
alright,
good
it's
for
alright.
us.
I will. Can I just brag real quick about myself?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. 3 authors reposted my article that I wrote
Ooh.
from Macabre Daily.
Mm-hmm.
It was Chandler Baker, Mr. Paul,
Of course.
close personal friend of the pod,
Of course.
and Wobshug Rice, who did the
wow.
Moon with the Crested Stone. So
That's
it's been
amazing.
great. Thank you.
I love that.
I told the whole group was like, "Oh my gosh, congrats, Emily!" And I was like, "It's because like authors are kind of poor, so they will take
They will take any promotion.
Any
And
promotion.
I love them for that.
I know. I'm like, yes, thank
and
you.
I will give them that.
That's what makes it personal. That's what makes me
Mhm.
want to go read more of their books.
Exactly.
So
Same.
thank you for that.
Paul Tremblay's new book is coming out.
Yes,
soon,
I already
right?
requested an arc.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Horror Movie.
Yeah.
Very interested.
I'm very interested in that. So
I'm excited. There's quite a few really good ones coming out this year, I
Mhm.
think. There's that one, a new Stephen King short story collection. Josh Mallerman's coming out with one called, I don't remember what it is, but it's basically like Coraline Skinnamarink.
Oh.
Like there's a second mommy telling the kid to do bad things, which I said creepy kids are out.
Oh. But not for.
But
we said
we
movies.
said
We didn't
movies,
say
yeah.
books.
We didn't say books.
So.
So I think I'm going to read that one. Anyway,
Anyways, we
I
love
want to
you
go
guys.
home and read now.
Me too. Even though I don't.
You're
have-
already home.
Oh yeah.
You'll find something to read.
Yeah. I guess I should go back to this book.
Just try it.
Okay.
Try it. You're going to try it. Just we'll try.
What's that from?
I'm just saying.
Oh. It sounds like it's from something.
Try it.
You
You
gonna try
like
it?
it.
You gonna try it?
Maybe it's the Choo Choo Bang Bang Candy Man.
Oh,
Just
don't
kidding.
get me started.
We hate that guy. We hate that guy.
We hate
He's
that guy.
out.
He is out.
He's out this year.
Actually, maybe not, because he's such a good horror villain.
I know he's really good. He's in
They should do a movie just like about him.
and call
The
it.
Child Catcher.
Yes,
Oh.
exactly.
That'd be good.
That would be so scary.
And it'd be terrifying.
I wonder if somebody's gonna made a fan film. I have to
Let's
look it
look
up
it
on YouTube. Okay, sorry guys.
All right, guys. We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.